Okay. Well, that was a giant pain. Let me just link everybody to... Just gotta give everybody the link to this thing. Oh, here we go. Now, welcome. My name is Jim Hodson. This is the Scene Shop. If you have not joined us for a stream before, we are a comedy writing group. You can find out more about us at sceneshop.us. And the purpose of this stream, which I guess will become a video, the purpose of this is to get together and write a little bit of comedy and try to learn from one another, try to repeat one another's mistakes in a very unhelpful way. So as I say, if you're not familiar with us, do check us out at sceneshop.us. That should fill in some gaps. Now today I changed the stream output from Twitch to YouTube, which was, I mean, I knew that it would require some clicking, but this has been a massive undertaking. It is now 3:23. I started working on that at like 2:45 to try to make the normal 3 o'clock stream, but hey, look, shit happens. So, music's a bit loud, I'm hearing on the Discord. How's that? Just trying to get you guys in the mood. I should be able to see it if you guys chat to me. Oh, wait a minute. Are you hearing this one? No, you should be hearing the master. Did they get quieter? Alright, well look, today's going to be a little bit of a learning experience. We had this all set up. Hey, there's Matt. Why does your chat look so weird? Alright, so now it wants me to sign into YouTube. For God's sakes. So I can see the chat, but I can't talk. I don't understand. What the hell? I can see you guys. Well, okay, I made the chat box a little bit smaller. So every time I mouse over this thing to try to send a, like, sign into chat, this action cannot be performed inside Streamlabs OBS. Okay, I thought that was your whole fucking purpose, Streamlabs OBS. Boy. Alright, well. Also, why does that look so garbage? How are we doing on music level? Did that get fixed? People who haven't, who've normally watched this stream before, I apologize if it seems like we're figuring this out as we go. It's only because we're figuring it out as we go. We haven't done this in a while, and I tried to change it to YouTube instead of Twitch because I thought that sort of discovery might be a little bit easier, like more people might find us from YouTube than Twitch. How's that? Still too loud? Learning experience today, guys. Learning experience. Okay. Now I'm not seeing your chat at all, which is annoying. There it goes. Okay. Hmm. A 44-second delay, he says. Well, I thank you for being scientific about that. I see what you did there. Don't worry, gang. We're going to get to writing here in a second. It's going to happen. Just trying to get your sort of your chat messages to a readable size. Okay. So, now that I have you, what should we write our sketch about today? While you, people who are familiar with us, think about that, let's talk to the folks who aren't so familiar with us and tell them how we do this. So usually the chat talks to itself. What did one traffic light say, brother? I don't know. What did one traffic light say? So what usually happens is we start the stream, and then people talk about what the chat talks about, what we want to write our sketch about that day, and then we decide on a sketch topic, and then we write the sketch, and then we have a read through, and then we all have a laugh, and everybody goes on about their life. So, what should our sketch be about? While I get the sharing working. Here's the sharing link for today's sketch, supposing we ever actually get to writing it. Something in a garage, says Matt. Matt, by the way, thank you for joining us. Matt is new to the Scene Show. Appreciate having him. When lockdown started, I started doing 3 of these streams a day, which was great and got me through a couple of weeks of the first couple of weeks of lockdown. But as this COVID situation is dragging on and becoming it's going to be at least a year, I would imagine. 3 streams a week was a lot, so took a little break over the end of the summer, but now we're back. I missed it. This is really fun. No, that's all Matt Nicolette. I kind of wanted work. Here's my suggestion. I want to do I think about doing something around. Music is still loud. This is page. See, in my ears, it's totally perfect, but I'm not hearing exactly what you're hearing, which is annoying because I have a whole mixer here, which is supposed to... Oh, you know what I think the problem is? I'll tell you. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. So now, yes. Okay. So now I should have control. And what I hear should be the same as what you hear. I just had to redo this whole thing today. It was a real pain in the ass. It'd be great if we could see the chat box a little better. You should be hearing music. Okay. Let's write this fucking sketch, guys. Okay, so here's what's been in my mind today. I was just driving around a little bit today. I had to run a couple of errands. Emotional courage cowboy. So I'm interested in a sketch. Basically the idea is this is like it's a Western. It's like those sort of John Wayne style quotes about I'm not sure actually if it's a John Wayne quote or not, but the quote is like courage is being scared to death and saddling up anyway, that kind of thing. But I'm interested in that. I'm interested in a scene where a cowboy is like cowboys are disagreeing about emotional courage. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's I don't know how funny it is, to be honest. But we haven't written the sketch yet, so let's think about it. We just did a cowboy sketch not long ago too, but we did take a break, so. And it could also be like a war scene. I'm just trying to think about how to start it. Yeah, there was a Wild West deal of some kind. What was that? What was that sketch? It was like it was a standoff. I remember that much. Two cowboys were crouching behind a water trough on a dusty street. I think this guy should be the sheriff. Or maybe not. We're gonna have to charge him, Dusty. Oh yeah, it was a Mexican standoff where everybody was offended. That's right. It's because I was reading Pop 1280 or the other book. What was the other Western book? Not Blood Meridian. Warlock. That's why we had to write that sketch because of the book I was reading. That's how this works. Okay. I peed my chips. Get yourself together, Dusty. You dumb son of a bitch. You stupid fuck ass shithole. Maybe that's not necessary. I don't know. By the way, guys, I should remind you, since we have some new folks in the crew, when you sign up when you use the link to sign up on Writer Duet, not only do you get to look at the script as we're going along, but if we ever make it into anything later on, we use your sign up as the credit. At least that's how it's supposed to work. But I still have to go around behind and ask everybody if the name that they used is the way that they want to be credited. And the whole idea is that I wouldn't have to do that, guys. Courage is being... I always forget how many R's and F's are in Sheriff. What's the game? The game is... I'm just about to get... I'm just now writing the... it's a good question. I'm just now writing the inciting incident, so we're about to find out what the game is. But the game is that there is a cowboy who values emotional courage more than physical courage. Somehow. But... that is the right way to spell sheriff, isn't it? Yes. 1 R, 2 F's. Okay. What should the sheriff's name be? Everybody tell me some sheriff names. Sheriff names, you bastards. That's funny. Sheriff Sharif. All right, so these two will go together. Doozy's funny. I also like Sheriff Not a Ham. Because he's not a ham, he's a grown-ass man. Golly, Tex, that was a close one. Boy, this song sounds stupid. I hate this melody. Sheriff Sharif. I don't know, this feels like a side quest, but we'll ride through it. I don't know what RuneScape is. I assume it's a computer game. The song is called Orbit by Dr. Fox. Whoever the fuck that is. There's really no need for that swearing, is there? Okay. So here's where we're getting it. This is, I mean, emotional courage. Starting to think about how we might be able to end it. If you have any thoughts along those lines, do voice them. Yeah, I like the Peach. I like. I know because I took a course in social and emotional health. Maybe we need something that's got a little more stakes in it. We ain't got time for this, dang it. Let's see. They give up some really benign object they stole that it's so pathetic they'd be risking their lives over. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of thinking about like I'm kind of thinking about having a sort of a yelled conversation, an off-screen conversation with whoever they're fighting against. Like I think there should be some bullets coming in during this whole exchange. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Lens is talking. Hold on. God damn it. I got to make the chat box a little bit bigger so I can see what you're saying. Okay. We could lean into the trope you often see in movies where the action is about to start. Then they take that moment to hash out the drama. And then you spend your time yelling at the screen going, not now. Yeah. Yeah, I like where your head's at. I like that. I was just watching, what were we watching last night? We were watching the Avengers movie, the one that Taika Waititi directed. I forget what it's called, but it's like Thor and the Hulk and Asgard. And I mean, I know I'm describing all of them, but he does a lot of, Waititi did a lot of really great work in that movie, subverting expectations. Like you still get the payoff that you're looking for from that moment in the story, but he kind of drew it out. He did a great job. And I think that's what you're talking about, Lens. Ragnarok. Yeah, exactly. All right, so what should happen here? I'm thinking like I'm thinking either one of these three. I'm thinking either that one of these three people gets shot, or um Let's charge these sons of bitches. Dusty needs to take a shot, and Tex is there for him emotionally as he dies. I like that. Oh shit, I'm out of focus now. Oh, now I'm back. Yeah, that's what that's the kind of thing I'm thinking about. But I kind of also want to have I sort of want them to have a conversation. I sort of want them to have a conversation with the other folks. What if it was a pack of geese or swans they were charging at the end? Well, I would certainly like... I'm on board for any project in which Canada geese get shot. Frankly, because I hate them. Something like that. Maybe we ought to charge them rustlers, Dusty. So I'm trying to think how to end this now. Like, I'm thinking like, my thought was that like, maybe the other guys will be jealous. Maybe the rustlers will be jealous that, Trying to think of how to end it. So I'm trying to think of a way to sort of flip it on its head. The sheriff is an angel. That's funny. I think it's funny, but that would be Deus Ex Machina kind of. By which I mean we haven't foreshadowed that he's an angel, so to have him suddenly float away would be lazy. I think this is where I've gone wrong, is by letting Tex get shot. A version of the vegan police from Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and the emotional support guru isn't up on his dues, so they come to take his license in the middle of the standoff. I dig that too. Nah, fuck them. Let's see. A fourth wall break in which we hear a cut and they all break character. Then the actor of text to ask Dusty if he's going to do X scary important thing in his life, and immediately goes, "Oh no!" And they all walk off. Yeah, that doesn't feel like an ending to this particular sketch. Let's see. I don't know that it would be boring. I just think that it'd be like, it'd be a different. It's kind of a Monty Python sort of a style. Like, they didn't end a lot of sketches. Like a general or an army guy or a cop would just show up and be like, "All right, no, that's too silly. It's too silly." And then people get hit on the head with a mallet or whatever like that. I think this is. This feels like a different sketch to me, Lens. I don't. I'll be honest. I don't love this ending, but The ends justify the means, Tex. You know that. Sure. Nihilism. Why not? Okay, let's read through this bitch. I know that it says emotional courage cowboy right here, but what we usually do with these streams is, when it gets to a point like this where the sketch is done-ish. Now, granted, you know, I think that this could probably use a little bit of massaging. Like if I were planning on, if COVID weren't happening and sketch shows were still happening and I were planning on putting this on stage, I think it's a good start, but I would want to work on the ending. But, you know, the whole deal behind this workshop is that we come up with a sketch in like an hour. So, but anyway, what we usually do at the end of the session is come up with a title for the sketch. So be thinking as I'm reading this out what you think the title of the sketch is. Also, this is something I usually do when a sketch gets to this point, when it feels like, I mean, it's, you know, it's sort of mechanically finished, even if I don't love the ending that much. I can always work on that later. But I'll read it out loud, and I do this with fiction, with anything. Just read it out loud, and what it does is it can really reveal any sort of flow problems that you have in your dialogue, and make sure that everybody sounds right and that kind of thing. All right, so here we go. Two cowboys are crouching behind a water trough on a dusty street. They duck as shots ricochet overhead. Golly, Tex, that was a close one. Now, keep in mind that I don't know that I'm going to have three voices to do here. So anyway, golly, Tex, that was a close one. We're going to have to charge him, Dusty. Ain't no two ways about it. But I'm scared. Well, hell, I am too. But we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, but I'm really, really scared. I peed my chaps. Courage is tinkling on your chaps, but charging the cattle rustlers anyhow. Now, come on. Hold it right there, Tex. I'm going to make Sheriff Sharif a little bit older. Sheriff. That's a funny moment. Lens, thanks for that. It's Sheriff Sharif, and you ain't going nowhere without any proper courage. But I got courage. I mean emotional courage. You need to be there for Dusty emotionally, Tex. That does sound right nice. What do you think, Tex? We ain't got time for this. We're pinned down, dang it. We can charge now or die. But if we ain't there for our friends, we've never really lived. Okay, fine. Dusty, I love you. I love you like the son I never had. And all that other shit my daddy never said to me. Oh, hell, Tex. My daddy ain't never said none of that to me either. Great work, boys. Makes me right proud. Hey, ain't y'all gonna charge us? We damn near got you surrounded. Well, maybe we are, and maybe we ain't. We got us some group dynamics to work out first. Is y'all supporting one another emotionally? You bet your ass we are. Hell yeah, I ain't never felt so good in all my life. I love this emotional bang. You sumbitch rustlers, I'm gonna shoot every one of you. I kind of feel like he could have something funny he says here. You sumbitch rustlers, I'm gonna shoot every one of you. Some of you twice. Well, now hang on a minute. What if we give up and you teach us about that emotional courage you got? You serious? Serious as a heart attack. Look, we'll throw down our guns. Sound of guns being thrown. Okay, they're disarmed, Sheriff. Come on out, you rustlers. Sheriff here is gonna... Bang, 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 bang. Ah! Dang, Sheriff. You shot all those men when they were just seeking an emotional breakthrough. Sheriff, did you cattle rustle my emotions? Ends justify the means, Tex. You know that? I don't know. I dig it the way it is, guys. I feel like we need a different... I think there's a better sentence here for Sheriff to say. Something that's more, oddly philosophical. A babbling brook runs shallow, my boy. That's pretty good. I dig that. Yeah, that's a good idea, Matt. Now don't get all emotional on me over these rustlers. Yeah, I want to try to come up with something. Are you guys writing these, or are you quoting them from something else? Because I wouldn't want to use somebody else's thing. Don't cry over spilled cow. Well, yeah, I do. I like Don't Cry Over Spilled Cow a lot. Dang, Sheriff, you shot all those men when they were just seeking an emotional breakthrough. Sheriff, did you cattle rustle my emotions? Well, now, Tex, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. But he who rustles is often his own worst cow inside. You what? Yeah, Tex, don't cry over spilled cow. Well, yeah, I guess I do. Well, shoot. I guess I do. All right, there it is, gang. It's done been wrote. All right. Well, it feels good to be back. You guys will have to tell me what you think about the YouTube versus Twitch experiment. Whether you think this is better or not. I just wanted to try YouTube because instead of Twitch, because the folks that I know from doing video games on Twitch say that it's really hard to find an audience there, and it's easier to find an audience on YouTube. So I don't know if that's true or not, but anyway. So we'll see how it works out. But anyhow, it feels good to be back. Let's do this again next week. I miss these streams. It's nice to do one a week. 3 was a lot, but it's nice to do one. Anyway, tell me what you think in the Discord. If you are not familiar with us, do find us in the Discord, sceneshop.us. Thank you so much to our patrons, people who support us. We'll just log into Patreon real quick. I want to thank everybody. Sceneshop.us, as I say, is our website. Have a look at that. You are, of course, welcome to go to my website, readmyfuckingbooks.com. Purchase books, read them with your eyeballs. Check out other stuff that we've been up to, which is a lot. Just clicking through all these windows. Here we go. Thank you so much to our patrons. Ben, Tracy Stark, Robert Gross, and Dan Simard. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you're getting through COVID and Crouching Cowboy Hidden Cattle Rustlers. I do kind of like. And since that was our only submission for a title. Anyway, I hope you're well out there. Thanks for joining me. We will do more of these, as I say. Come and hang out. And, yeah, we'll chat in the Discord. Have a great weekend.